This is episode 8 of the Dragon Ball Insider podcast, taking place on December 16th, 2014. What's going on, guys? This is Anthony from DragonBallInsider.com. Today we are having a special live podcast. We are actually live on the radio. This is going to be a little bit of a recap from last time's podcast, but we assure you we're going to have a lot more information, including a question and answer segment towards the end. So listen and enjoy.
And welcome to 90.3 WESS at East Stroudsburg University, East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. This is, of course, the Uchi experience, but today is a different day, a new day, if you might say. And we are here live in the studio with our own, my brother, my man, Mr. Anthony with Dragon Ball Insider. So we're going to get this show on the road, live, back again, once again, here on the Dragon Ball Insider podcast. So we are, of course, back again, once again. And we got a bunch of stuff, even though it's like, what, two things mainly to talk about right now?
Yeah, so today we're going to talk a little bit. We're actually going to recap what we did last week. We talked about the obvious Dragon Ball movie that's coming out in 2015. And we're just going to do a little recap of what we initially discussed. And we also have some new Dragon Ball Xenoverse news. So with that said, let's start off with the Xenoverse news. If you guys want, you could actually follow along. You could pull up our website, DragonBallInsider.com, and you can follow along. So, I'm sure you guys are aware, but a new Dragon Ball game's coming out in February of 2015, which is awesome. And yeah, it does look promising. And Dave, I can hear you, which is interesting. But
because he's plugged in.
Yeah, well, so basically, so the news that came out, surfaced today, was there were scans leaked from the February 2015 issue of V-Jump, revealing a couple new things with Xenoverse. For those aren't aware, and Dave, if you have up the website,
I do.
Do you have the website up? Oh, you said you do. Okay, so the main antagonists, I think it's Towa and Mira, if it's that easily spoken, have been displayed, showing off their powers, to say the least. And it's pretty interesting because on the scan itself, which I would show you guys if I could figure out how to bring up this stream and work it out on the broadcasting system. But Towa, her power, I think it's a she, but yeah, it's definitely a she. Her power can, let's see, it can definitely, I'm going to read it out loud. It's a being from the dark world that makes Goku's arch enemies much darker and more evil. So the images show Frieza, Cell, Boo, yeah, that's it, Frieza, Cell, and Boo, all jacked up with red eyes that almost look bloody. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Dave, what are your thoughts on this? And just to be clear, before we go into this, this is by no means what Frieza's going to look like in his final form, or so they say, in this next movie in 2015. But if I must say so myself, it's pretty awesome. I would be happy with the way it looks personally, but what do you guys think of this? It's pretty cool.
Dave, you first?
It's his final form with the red eyes. I think it looks simple. Like it's not really a change much per se, except for the eyes. But I mean, I like Towa's design, and I kind of like the simplicity of it all. It's very Toriyama, if you ask me. When
yeah,
you know,
simple.
The simple things.
Now, my take on this, seeing it recently, was that I didn't think that they were actually gonna go ahead and give Frieza and Cell and even Boo like another upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, especially looking that evil, like that dark, like that was some crazy stuff. When I saw that, I was like, oh, they look like they could really be related to Omega Shenron almost.
Oh, God, I hate that name.
Omega Shenron.
But yeah, I mean, I think, as far as a video game's purpose, I mean, okay, it could add a little bit of story element to it, but other than that, I don't know. I don't really see this as like a major deal because they're using the same three main villains that we've always seen in all the video games.
Well,
like, you know,
actually, Uchi, as for these two characters that were introduced, there's actually quite a story that goes along with them that correlates directly to the story mode of the game,
Right.
which is actually called Universe Mode.
Okay.
Which is which like it puts a huge spin on the traditional story mode, and it kind of like it's a build your own story type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Can I talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, basically, Toa and Mira are part of this organization, like something about time. I forget what they're called. But the point is they go back and they kind of screw everything up for the main characters. Like for example, for in the battle between Piccolo, Goku, and Raditz, they make Raditz stronger, and they basically and basically Goku's the only one that dies in that battle. Then the when they come.
The Time Patrol.
Yeah, and then but the Time Patrol, which is run by Future Trunks, has to go back and fix everything, and that's where the mysterious character that we've gotten since the beginning comes in. He was in the trailer and all that. He has the red hair and the scouter and the Capsule Corp jacket.
Right.
So it's all coming together, and it's really interesting to see all this develop the way it is. It puts a spin on things, how we've seen them much before, and it's pretty cool to see that the story mode is actually vastly going to be taking a vastly different turn, as opposed to just okay, well we're gonna play the Saiyan Saga, then not a Namek, then all that stuff we've done a million times before.
Yeah, there's plot twists unlike the original storyline where it's just cut and dry.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we see, who is it? We see, what is it? Does Raditz survive in one of the trailers I think I saw?
I think it was on Kanzenshuu or something, but I think that in one of the scenarios they have Goku fighting alongside Raditz. So that's really cool to see.
That's
What?
Awesome. That is awesome.
That is really. I'm a sucker for Brotherhood stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
no, it's definitely awesome. Just to add on to that, I didn't mention this before, but Super Saiyan God Goku was determined for this game, as well as Super Android 17. So we know GT characters are going to be in the game as well, which is pretty cool. The scan shows off a lot of interesting stuff.
Wait, you mean Super Saiyan 4 Goku?
What did I say?
You said God.
No, God. God got
well,
confirmed.
no, I know God's obviously God's got.
God got confirmed, and Super 17.
Super Saiyan 4 is a pre-order bonus, I think, and that's for both Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah.
And it's only for pre-order and first day edition.
I saw it at GameStop today. Actually, that's funny. But yeah, I saw
need
Super
to
Saiyan
pre-order
4.
it still.
It's funny because they didn't advertise Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
They did. They actually did. We reported on it, but someone didn't read.
No. I'm talking about like today. Like when I went in the store, I showed you the picture.
I know you showed me the picture.
They have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. There's no Goku.
I mean,
obviously it's gonna be in the game. I'm just saying.
Well, I'd say Vegeta's a lot more hyped because he always gets the short end of the stick, and people really are complaining about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's more effective to advertise Vegeta as opposed to Goku.
Yeah.
DBZ Snaps just said Goku unique, or does Raditz have the same potential? In terms of what, dude? We'll get to questions at the very end, but
last 15 minutes.
Yeah, last 15 minutes we're gonna do a Q&A. So whatever questions you guys have, ask them then. But right now we're just gonna continue going on with the news because we have an hour time slot. Because we are live on the radio. So.
Yes, we are.
And I know some of you on our Instagram and website are locals. I know there's I think it was one of the, I think it was like Saya Kai. He lives in PA, so I don't know if he's on, but it's 90.3 if you're in the local area. But anyway, so that's basically it for Xenoverse. If you guys have anything else to add, I don't. Other than that, it's coming out in February. I think 17th, I believe it is, and Uchi definitely has something to say because he's pointing at me like I'm crazy.
I got something to say, and you know who I would
Broly, I don't
love
care
to
about
see in this
Broly.
game as a Super Saiyan 4.
Broly got Super Saiyan 4 in Heroes.
In Heroes, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
want to see that in America.
Yes, yeah.
I don't like Broly.
I
Trunks
love
got Super
Broly.
Saiyan 3 too. It's like
Yeah, see?
everyone's going
Everyone's ascending,
ahead.
man.
Come
And
on.
Vegeta's still not anything
Ugh,
past.
let's not even go there right now. I'm so upset for my man Vegeta, but Broly,
Yeah.
Kakarot, dude, come on now. You can't tell me you would not love to see Broly become a canonical character.
I don't care about
Well,
him. I don't care about him.
it'd be cool to play as Super Saiyan 4 Broly, but I don't care about him at all.
See, I'm the lone wolf in this situation right
You
now.
are.
I am, but it's okay. Snap. but it's all right. So, are we just gonna get right into the I want to say it in Japanese, but it's not coming to me. Is it Fukatsu no F or?
Fukatsu no
Yes, there it is.
Dragon Ball Z Fukatsu no F.
Yes, there we go, Dave. And we are back again once again.
Oh gosh.
You're gonna be hearing that. That's what I do on my show and our show. That's my thing. Back again once again for the Dragon Ball Insider podcast. So, Mr. Anthony, let's get right into this Fukatsu no F Dragon Ball Z movie da.
Movie da.
Hey man, you gotta add your
You gotta add your da.
yeah, your das.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my Yankee hat. I'm gonna rep the East Coast.
All right, go ahead. Do you?
All right, so if you guys hopefully listened to our last podcast, which I'm gonna put down in the chat real quick, you would know
10,000 plus views.
we've got
for
12,000 as of today.
Dang.
Over what?
Over 12,000.
That's a lot.
Over 12,000.
My lord.
Did you guys
I
miss
called
me?
it. I called it.
Yeah, see? Like, come on, guys. You should know this.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so if you listen to our last you want to turn that down a little bit? A little bit, just a little bit of music. Yeah, if you listen to our last podcast, you probably know that there is going to be another Dragon Ball Z movie in 2015, and we are all very excited about it, and it's called Fukatsu no Efu.
Oh, you should have let me say it.
All right, go ahead, say it.
Wait, hold on. Ask me again. Ask me again.
Blah, 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 Dragon Ball Z movie, it's called what?
Fukatsu no F.
And yeah, it's coming out April 2015 in theaters in Japan. Now, Dave, if you have the document up that I sent you, do you mind going through this? It's going to be a recap, but we're going to talk about this afterwards. All right, so Dave's going to go through what this movie is going to be about. So keep a close listen. You're going to be surprised. If not, you're just going to be informed. So, Dave, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead with this.
All right. So, back in July, scans were released from the September 2014 issue of V-Jump. That is Shonen Jump magazine for strictly video games. And it revealed that a new Dragon Ball Z movie would premiere in 2015. It revealed that it would be released throughout the Golden Week weekend in Japan, which is pretty much Easter break for them. And alongside this information, Akira Toriyama said that he thought this up as if it were a continuation of the manga that he couldn't get to. And this is not meant to be confused with he thought of it while the manga was running, but he wasn't able to do it. No, this is not the case. This was confusion. This was a misconception with Battle of Gods as well. And so he thought this up as if it was a manga continuation. And speaking of Battle of Gods, it is a continuation of that movie. But Toriyama specifically said that he has upped the action scenes a great deal. This means that Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods was focused more on Toriyama's comedic side. Right here, he's specifying that he is going a lot further into the action side, which is good for people who were who were disappointed with Battle of Gods for its lack of action. Which, anyway. shortly after this revelation, the official website DragonBall15.com was launched, and
That was
since
Dragon Ball
then it has
2.
been updated.
Dave, do you
2015.
Yeah, DragonBall2015.com. You cut out a
Right.
little bit. Just want to make sure all the listeners hear
Right.
it.
To
Yeah.
that DragonBall2015.com. Since then, it's been updated frequently, and later on, the title of the movie. Uchi, do you want to say it again?
Fukatsu no F.
Yep.
That-
Or in English, Dragon Ball Z Revival of F. Now, in an interview with Toriyama, he stated that the title was influenced by a song by Maximum the Hormone. You might be familiar with them. They did the second ending theme of Death Note.
Yes.
I thought it was
And-
an opening theme. Was it opening theme?
It was.
No.
Didn't they do What's Up, People?
Oh yeah, they did.
Aha.
That's the second opening theme. I'm sorry. And actually, speaking of that, it was a bit scary to watch the first time. I was pretty shocked.
It was a great song.
But I like it. But anyway, you also may know them from Team 4-Star, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They had this song playing as Frieza's ringtone when the Ginyu Force.
What? Really? That's
yeah,
awesome.
When the Ginyu Force brought us Scouters, he asked, "Well, did you bring the ringtone I wanted?" And it plays this song that Toriyama is referring to. It is called F,
F. Yeah.
which
just
is
F.
where the title of Fukatsu no F comes from.
Mm.
And F pretty clearly stands for Frieza.
Yes.
Of course.
Now, what is Frieza? What's going to happen? Why is Frieza part of this? The plot of the movie: Frieza will be revived by two members of his army that survived. Their names are Tamago, which is a pun on.
It's
the
actually
word.
it's actually Togama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tamago is egg in Japanese. I apologize.
No problem.
Tagoma is his name, which is a pun on Tamago.
Meaning
In
egg in
Japanese,
Japanese.
right, and his colleague's name is Sorbet, which is
It's like an ice cream.
sorbet, ice cream. Now, the synopsis of the movie: Earth is now at peace, but then the remnants of Frieza's forces, Sorbet and Tagoma, attack. Their objective is to bring Frieza back from the dead with the Dragon Balls, and so the worst wish in history of the universe is granted, and F, plotting his revenge against the Saiyans, is revived at last. Now, how will Frieza be revived?
Let's actually save that until after we discuss this.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Let's
so
save it
anyway,
because that's a topic in and of itself.
okay.
Because I did some research.
Oh, he did.
So anyway, Revival of F will debut on Saturday, April 18th, 2015,
Yes, sir.
as a super wide release nationwide in 2D and 3D. A first for the series, actually. There's been no 3D release for Dragon Ball, and I'm guessing it'll be in IMAX too. Something funny about Battle of Gods was it was the first Japanese movie ever to be released in IMAX.
Right.
So it's interesting how it's also going to be released in 3D, and it'll be super awesome, I think. And April 18th is a little bit ahead of schedule. It'll be released. That is 11 days before Golden Week. But obviously it will be running throughout that time. Now we have our thoughts and opinions on this. Who wants to go first?
Let's see Mr. Exaggeration over here, Uchi.
All right.
Back again, once again.
Back. All right, you know what? I won't do it this time. But I'm back again, once again, with my thoughts and opinions on this topic. So, my thoughts on Fukatsu no Efu, or should I say Fukatsu no Efu? I think this movie, right off the bat, is going to be a lot better than Battle of Gods. And here's why.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Maybe.
Akira, my man Toriyama over there in Japan, he deliberately, and that's probably the direct quote, said that he was going to put more action scenes in there. Okay? This is something that we definitely need in this movie to make up. I don't even want to say to make up for Battle of Gods, but just to, like, I don't know, throw us some kind of curveball with, you know, like how this whole movie's gonna turn out. Like, okay, Frieza's gonna get brought back to life. All right, cool. We're seeing two new characters that are his henchmen from who knows when. Awesome. So now Oh, and also we cannot forget that Beerus and WESS, am I pronouncing it right?
WESS, yeah,
WESS.
WESS.
They are coming back again once again as well.
God, here we go again.
So, we're having all these characters. Gohan's in a jumpsuit. It's crazy.
It's not a jumpsuit; it's a tracksuit.
Tracksuit. No, but something I find interesting, and a lot of people do too, was the new outfits that Vegeta and Goku have, and the speculation around that is that they are being trained by either Beerus or Whis.
Mm.
Yeah. You know what else I found interesting? There is a sketch somewhere that logo resembles the shape of Whis' head.
Are you
really?
serious?
Yeah, coming through that halo-like thing that goes around his neck. I'm actually gonna find that right now and send it to maybe. I wonder if you could put pictures.
You can.
I probably can. Let's see.
Well,
if I can
back to what I was saying. I really, because, all right, coming off of, and this is a spoiler alert, so I'm sorry if no one has seen Battle of Gods yet.
At this point, we're assuming everyone's seen Battle of Gods.
Right.
It's well beyond its run.
Yeah, so
Right.
I was a little let down with the movie. I did enjoy watching it. I won't, totally knock it, but I will say that I was a little let down with the outcome of it. How they hyped up a new form, that being Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyajin Goto, and
it was in it for like 2 minutes.
and it was exactly like it was in it for a very short period of time, and he didn't even win. So it's like, how are you gonna introduce a new level of power?
Yeah, well, this is where I disagree with that. I think it was a good setup for this movie.
Yeah, no. I was gonna get into that too. I was gonna say that.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that Battle of God, like standalone, they made the movie of Battle of God sound like it was just gonna be like this all-out, crazy, amazing movie, jam-packed action, 2 hours. Like, come on, like a 2-hour anime movie. Like, how you can go wrong with 2-hour anime movie?
It wasn't a 2-hour anime movie.
I thought it was.
It was 80 minutes first, and then they added 20 for the extended edition.
Okay, so it was almost 2 hours.
No, not even.
It was off by 20
whatever.
minutes. All right, whatever. But, all right, so back to what I was saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
I totally lost what I was saying.
Yeah, they hyped it up, blah blah blah.
Okay, wait. I think I got it. Yeah, they hyped it up, and then like we got what we got, and the Super Saiyan God thing happened. Beerus happened. Beerus still beat him, but then that's what this movie was. It was a building up to this movie, but we're building up for a build-up movie, but we didn't know that until obviously afterwards.
Yeah. So what about you, Dave? Well, I'm still trying to figure out how to show this picture to the world.
All right. I agree with what Uchi said.
All right.
It was definitely super hyped, and it was not delivered. It was not delivered as most expected it would be. And like, I think that even though it was a big part of it, like they took like 10 minutes to actually get to the form, and the whole movie, the plot of the movie was basically elevated just because Beerus wanted to see the Super Saiyan God, and the Super Saiyan God, his premonition and whatnot.
Yeah.
If not for the premonition, the movie would never have occurred, and things would just go on the way they did. But Super Saiyan God, even though it wasn't in it for a long time, it was kind of there since the beginning, and it kind of like got you hyped to see this actually happen. So I think that while I think the form, it was hyped too much, the form itself, I think that that the build up to the form was definitely worth it. And I think that if they use the form this time around, it'll be a lot better, because, well, obviously Frieza is going to be a lot stronger than he was before, and he can take on both Vegeta and Goku trained under Whis or Beerus or whoever. So it's going to be extremely difficult for them. So I think that the Super Saiyan God transformation will be necessary to even come close to beating him. As for Vegeta himself, Goku said he would let him become a god next time. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but he'd be strong enough just by letting him hit Bulma or something.
Slapping her, slapping the wife. That's the trick.
I'm calling it now. Frieza hits Bulma, he goes Super Saiyan God.
No, oh wait, hold on. I would like to add on top of what Dave was saying, which I loved every word you said, my man. I am going to add on and say that I feel like in this movie, you can't really like predict anything.
It better be perfect.
Okay, like it better be perfect, but nah, we can't expect anything like that. But honestly, I want to say this. There's too many angles here that we can look at this. One, what did Beerus say when they were talking about Frieza? He said that if he ever saw him again, that he would kill him himself.
Yeah, it's because he was a pest.
Right.
Right. So there's one angle right there. So it's like, okay, what if Beerus just decides to, all right, I'm gonna take this, guys, and but obviously I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, we've seen in a couple of the teaser trailers, he still looks lazy as ever. Like he throws a blast at it may be Frieza, or maybe he's training at that point. You know what? That's actually, I just impressed myself. Maybe he's not fighting Frieza during his blast attack. Maybe he's training Goku and Vegeta.
Now, and see, here's another thing. What if this is another buildup of a buildup?
What do you mean?
What if we get a third movie, and this time, see, okay, this is how I want to think about it, okay, guys? I'm going to lay it down for you real quick, right? Quickness, quick. We have Beerus and Whis, the I don't know, the trainers or whatever. They are the senseis. They take Goku or Vegeta, Goku and Vegeta, whatever combination you want. Basically, they are training these two to become stronger, to essentially maybe, for the plot's purpose, to defeat Frieza again with his new Super Saiyan God-esque powers. I say esque because I don't think they're going to wish him back as a Saiyan or to become a Super Saiyan God, because that, quite frankly, doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from.
Well,
Right.
I think he got it from the first promotional poster where he has the god.
Yeah, he has the aura. That's what
yeah,
that's what everyone's anticipating. Like he's gonna have like some godlike power.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Well, it was
necessarily mean he's
confirmed
gonna-
that
Go ahead.
confirmed that he has a new transformation.
There you go.
Yeah.
There it is. And so hold
Yeah,
on.
but
so
not gonna be God.
now
Or
one other thing I
Super
want to
Saiyan
say.
God. It'll be
What
God,
if?
maybe.
But what if this movie introduces yet a second form of Super Saiyan God? Because
Now,
I doubt that highly.
I same honestly because, and if it does happen, then Goku's gonna get to do it, and Vegeta's just gonna be stuck in the first form.
exactly, and that's what stinks, because Vegeta's always gonna get left behind in some way, shape, or form. But back to what I was really originally saying, I feel like this movie will essentially, because if Beerus is going to be involved in that kind of way, I don't think he's just going to take the limelight and be like, okay, guys, let me actually do what I'm going to say. No, he's going to let Goku and Vegeta do it, or whoever do it, and then they're probably going to leave an open ending, and they're going to have like some kind of rematch, and they're going to leave that for the third movie, and that's when Naruto comes in. Psych.
Oh, come on. Really?
Crossover.
Oh my God.
Really? Are we really gonna go that route
All right,
now?
no, but forget that last part. But exactly what I said before that, though.
Well, whatever you say.
So what about you?
Anyway,
I think it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait personally. I think Dragon Ball Z deserves this type of movie, especially since the letdown for most people that they had. Wow, this music just got crazy.
What?
I think that
I turned it up for you.
I really truly believe that somehow in this movie it's going to lead to bigger and better things going forward.
Yeah, I told you.
And it's I don't know. It's the franchise is 30 years old now. 30. It's crazy, and
Wow, it is.
the 30 year was like 2 weeks ago, and it's still going on, and I can't get my computer to not freeze. But anyway, it's still going strong, and people have to realize that at this point all you're really going to get is movies. You're not going to get another series. So take these movies and
Enjoy them.
Yeah, enjoy them. Dave, you still there?
Did we lose him?
I think we lost Dave also.
That's okay. We'll get him back.
Yeah, we'll get him back.
But no, that's actually a good point. Like, for the fans, like, I'm sure everyone worldwide, regardless, is gonna go out and watch these movies. They're gonna love the movies. They're gonna watch the movies again. They're gonna buy them. They're gonna continually support the franchise, the series, and honestly, like, because of how popular it is, I don't think we'll ever truly see I don't know if you should call it an end really, but we won't ever truly see Dragon Ball Z die out. And I knock on wood as I say this, but even when Nozawa, the original voice actor, dies for Goku, because she is in her 70s, all right?
78 years old.
She's getting really old, and she's still screaming for this character, okay? Even when she's past, due, or whatever, if that even makes sense, yeah. I feel like there will still be Dragon Ball Z. So
of course there will be.
Yeah.
There's no way there won't be.
Yeah, so with that being said, for fans alike, for fans worldwide, whoever's listening right now, these movies are gonna be. Well, Anthony thinks they're gonna be it. I feel I'm the one small fan that has that hope, that has that small light, that candle, and that candle is for a new series.
There's no way, dude.
Hey,
there is no way.
Who know? You don't know that because
I do know that.
Okay, I'm bad with names and you know this, but who is the manga creator or the mangaka for the SD or the episode of
Uchi.
Yeah. Is a girl?
Yeah.
Okay, who knows if Akira says, "You know what? I'm passing the torch. Here you go. Do as you please and please the rest of the fans. It is in your hands." And what if she continues it? And what if she draws more chapters, which will obviously become episodes because they're not. If they make it's because put it this way, it's only a matter of time until we see a Jocko anime. Okay, anything Akira makes, especially if it ties in with Dragon Ball Z.
Speaking of Jocko is gonna be in Xenoverse.
Yeah, I figured he was going to be. But that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, anything that's tied in any way, shape, or form to Dragon Ball Z will get the attention. Because guess what? It has a DBZ tag on it.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying. But it's a shot in the dark. The series is, like I said, 30 years old. And
hey, man.
Granted, it's a stepping stone, I guess you could say.
Don't they say the best wine is like old wine or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Hey man, DBZ will live on forever, and it'll get better too, especially if it's in the right hands. And if you're saying that we're just gonna be getting these movies for the next however many years, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I really am, because guess what? It's more Dragon Ball Z. I've told you this story, and I'll tell the fans at home listening right now.
Speaking of which, I think Dave's back on.
Oh yes.
Yes, I am.
Back again, once again, Dave.
Is the feed up and running?
It is.
Okay, cool.
But I will say that real quick, as far as the content goes, my little brother back at home, who is 15 right now, okay, at his age, younger than that, when he was around like 8, maybe 9, we have all 9 of the orange bricks, okay? And and he said to me, and I quote, "I am not going to stop watching these until they release a new Dragon Ball Z anything." I'm like, dude, are you serious? And this is before he got into Netflix and Hulu, so now he watches every other anime there is to date. But besides the point, he literally, before he would go to sleep, he would take a disc and he would just watch whatever, like right before he go to sleep. And this would be going on for weeks, for months, for pretty much years. I don't know how many times he went through all 9 of those sets, but he was serious. And then finally, when I can't even say but when we found out the teaser for Battle of Gods, when we saw, remember the first ever leak photo of Goku and Beerus? Remember they're looking at each other with that weird tree in the center?
Yeah,
Remember that? Yeah, back in the day. The origins, when we were Dragon Ball Z experts in that. But
oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember? So
I remember that.
Before people decided to corrupt things.
Yeah, before that. But when we found that,
we existed before Dragon Ball Z experts.
True. But so I showed that to my little brother, and I'll never forget the look on his face, man. He lit up completely. He was like, "New Dragon Ball Z for real?" And the rest is history. So that way he could actually continue on with his life and watch other things.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, because there are some anime that are just fantastic.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan's. I think Attack on Titan's great, but the dub was horrible. But let's save that for another topic.
Is disgusting.
I love David's opinions. They're so funny. I didn't even watch too much of it, but
Anyway, let's get back to Fukatsu no Effu and how Frieza comes back to life.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm going to do now...
Oh, yes, you're going to go over these rules that you discovered.
I have some rules. Which are good. But before that, I also have that image of... Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Here is the image that I want to show the world. Let's see if it works.
You finally found it?
I finally found it. Let's see if it works. And I don't think it worked. Yeah, there it is. It'll pop up.
It'll pop up shortly, I think. There's still lag on the stream.
Yeah. All right. So the image should pop up. It's going to cover our logo. Actually, I'm going to put it in the bottom left corner under my face. Okay. So now I have right here some information about how we feel Frieza will be brought back. Now, this is the thing, and since I wrote these rules down, we should all be on the same page just based on the fact that these rules are accurate. And before I start, I just want everyone to know who's in the chat room. It's now time to start putting your questions down for our Q&A.
And I will monitor.
We're about 15 minutes. 15 minutes could save you 15%.
17.
Oh.
Yeah, we have about 17 minutes left. Theoretically, we could go on for 2 hours, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we're going to answer your questions to the best of our ability. But this is what I'm going to say. So here we go. How Frieza will be revived. So I'm going to read word for word what I said. So it has been said many times that the dragon cannot make a wish that surpasses the power of God. In this case, it's Kami or Dende. In addition, there's a big misconception as to the time limit in which someone can be revived. It was once said that the dragon couldn't revive people who have been dead for longer than a year, but that was only referring to a large group of people, not just one person. And this is how we know this. This was indirectly proven when King Kai, Kaio, and Kami, God, were talking about how they were going to revive everyone during the Frieza arc. Kami stated, quote, "If you intend to bring back all the aliens in the past killed by Nappa and Vegeta, it would work, but for only those who died within the last year. So, this refers to a large group of people, and this is why. With that all said, when Kaio was talking to Ten Shinhan and Yamcha and whoever else was dead at the time, I think it was Chaozu, he said, can you guys wait another year before coming back to life? So, with that said, it essentially can be longer than a year, but not for people who were dead over... I'm sorry. With that said, it can essentially be longer than a year, but not for people who were dead over a year in large group. So, simply stated, if a large group of people were killed within a year, they can be brought back to life. Outside of the year, they cannot. However, a small group of people or even a single person can be brought back to life beyond a year, based on what Kami and King Kai's conversations was about. So, technically you can bring back Frieza because he was killed. You can bring him back based on the fact that, yeah, it was longer than a year, but it was only one person. So, what do you guys think of this? Do you guys agree with my theory?
It makes sense. I do agree.
I was there when you wrote that, so of course I agree, because you touched on a bunch of good points that I wasn't really aware of, because I didn't think it was a big stink, but you made me aware of that people actually did argue about this, which is crazy to even think about. Yeah,
well, see, that's what's crazy about it, because not for anything, we all know that Toriyama is very inconsistent. So he's extremely inconsistent, and this rule is almost too good to be true. So I'm wondering how this is going to actually go on, because I truly doubt that Toriyama remembers even such an issue like this in the past.
If he can't even remember Goten and Trunks' tales.
Definitely not. He doesn't remember. But I'm glad that there's something that he didn't think of that we can actually prove this time, because there are a lot of things that are completely inexplicable, and it's just, well, the only explanation is Toriyama messed up.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, people who have been dead for longer than a year can be brought back to life if it was a single person or a small group. Anything beyond that, thousands of people, because let's not forget, Nappa and Vegeta, they were space pirates. They slaughtered millions of aliens. So outside of that year, there's no way that they'd be able to be wished back to life based on that statement. But if they killed people within that year, they'd be able to. So I mean, and it's not like Frieza's ever been wished back to life before, because the rules also clearly state that you can't make the same wish twice, which goes without saying. You can't wish someone back from the dead more than once. But other than that, that's how I think Frieza's going to be brought back to life. And as far as the power boost, you can't make a wish. There's also another rule out there that you can't make a wish that surpasses the power of God. So, I mean, I was listening to Kanzeshu, their podcast at one point in time, and they were just saying how, yeah, well, this can mean anything. This can mean physically, or it could be, I don't know, miraculously. Like, I wish for you to move this rock is what the analogy is the example they used.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, well, can Kami move that rock? If he can't, then the dragon can't make the wish. So it's just a way of thinking about things. How is he going to be brought back to life? Yeah, you can wish him back to life because it's outside that year and it's one person, but you can't wish him to be stronger because he's obviously stronger than Dende at this point. But it's just a matter of how he's going to come back to life. And
well, I think a theory would be that he trained in the afterlife, but that doesn't make sense either because anyone who's not Goku in the gang loses their body immediately.
Right.
So it'd be strange.
Unless he is a god of destruction in another universe, because we do know that reincarnations do exist in the world of Dragon Ball because of Oob.
Right, that's true.
That's a good... Oh... All right.
But yeah, so if you guys don't have anything else to say, we have about 12 minutes left, so we're going to go...
Oh, I got questions here. I was monitoring
we
this.
We have some questions. Guys, keep the questions coming, so let's see what we got.
Can I start asking them?
Yeah.
All right,
Go
so
ahead.
Here we go. I'm going to read them straight from the top. So, how do you guys like Xenoverse so far? This is from Straight Kane 2.
We talked about this.
I like Xenoverse. We played the beta. Well, I played the beta. Did you play the beta?
I didn't. I was
didn't
not
do
home
it.
at the time, and it was really short time span, so I couldn't play any of the betas that were out.
Same.
But I am still hyped for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally, I wish that they went back to the Budokai roots and not the Tenkaichi roots. I'm talking about the Budokai 1, 2, and 3 roots. More specifically 3, because those were more competitive. I'm a competitive fighting gamer, so for those who don't know. But yeah, I wish it played like that. So not gonna knock it, but I will definitely try it. Excuse me, because it's Dragon Ball Z. So next question, thank you for that. Dragon Ball Z Kid, will Frieza beat Goku this time?
That's interesting.
That is very interesting.
I don't think it'll happen,
Well,
honestly. But it's
well,
a
I want to make a point. I believe, and tell me if I'm wrong. After the Tohoku earthquake, Toriyama said that he didn't want to have any crazy fighting which involved death.
Well, I mean, in a movie, you kind of can't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, think about this. I mean, I guess they didn't really kill Broly, but
Unless
they
it was
beat him a bunch of times.
But unless it's at the end of the movie, though.
Right, but he wanted to stay away from destruction. And notice in Battle of Gods, no one died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know if anyone's gonna kill anyone per se. I think maybe he might get sealed up or something because there obviously are ceilings.
So
in
you don't
Dragon Ball
think
too.
you don't think Frieza or any of them are gonna die? You think that?
I don't know. I don't think
That's-
Frieza's gonna
I don't
die in
know.
this movie. I don't.
You really don't think so?
I really don't think so because I think if they want this series to keep going, and I don't know, man. Frieza, it's just this story is coming full circle starting at Z. You know, Frieza's back.
You want to talk about full circle? You bring Raditz back, then we'll talk some full circle.
Whatever.
Super Saiyan 3 looking like he is one.
Whatever.
Anyway,
But I actually, you know what? I think Frieza's gonna beat Goku.
What?
I think Frieza's gonna beat Goku.
Whoa. Well, that's a different opinion.
I don't think he's gonna die. I think he's gonna beat him, and I hope Vegeta comes back.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what?
Well,
he
I
will
guess you
beat
can
him.
say-
You know why? Because then he's going to get stronger, and then he's going to come back Super Saiyan God 2.
No way.
And he's gonna win.
No way.
No, I want Vegeta to do it. You know what? I want Vegeta to do it because, look, I saw a meme, and it was
yes, I agree.
Trunks, Goku, Gohan. Everyone beat Frieza besides Vegeta. Next question. No, Dave, you can say
I
what you
agree.
want.
I want Vegeta to beat him too. Anyway, next question.
Yeah. So, all right. So this question I personally love. All right. It is by another question by Straight Kane 2. Who do you guys think the original Super Saiyan is?
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Because hold on, wait. There's more to the question.
Oh, all right.
Because it's not Goku or Bardock. The legendary Super Saiyan story was there before Goku and Bardock. I would love for all of you guys to answer this question first before I freak out in a good way.
Okay.
The original Super Saiyan.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Dave. I bet me and you are on the same page.
I'm gonna go completely. I'm gonna disregard what he said about not being Goku or Bardock. I think it is Goku, because before this, it was only a legend. It was not an actual phenomenon that happened.
Yeah, that's because in the TV special, that is non-canonical.
Is it?
Right.
It's not.
No.
Get out of here.
So what Vegeta was saying in the Namek arc was that it was specifically and explicitly a legend, that he didn't know if it was actually true, but he did believe in it. So it was proven when Goku became a Super Saiyan, and that's why I think that he is the legendary Super Saiyan, the first of their kind.
However, I'm going to add to this. They did show the flashback of the Super Saiyan God in Battle of Gods.
So yeah, there was a Super Saiyan God,
but
and
never specifically Super Saiyan, because they said the Saiyans fought against the other evil Saiyans, not the Super Saiyans fought against the other Super Saiyans.
So they're just theoretically talking like Saiyan gods, like he was godly, but he wasn't a super god. All right, well,
let's go, Rojas.
I want to. Okay, well, you kind of
short answer.
You kind of killed my hype with saying that the Bardock story, well, not the story of Bardock, but the other one was non-canonical. The episode of Bardock.
No, Bardock, father of Goku.
That's all technically not canon either, but.
But yeah, but either way, I was gonna say that man was, but I guess he's not. So I guess I'm just gonna go with Dave's answer because that sounds the most educated and theorized. But then again, I can't because
we don't know.
Exactly, we just don't know. So next question. By Killam310, should we be looking forward to seeing Fusion God in this movie?
That would be amazing. Honestly.
That would be awesome. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
I would love to see Gogeta back again, once again. Super Saiyan God.
I'd love to see Gogeta go canon for once.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't think we should be looking forward to it, but I think we should hope for that because that'd be awesome.
That would be,
or
yes.
like Fusion, like great. I wonder if Beerus and Whis can fuse.
Man, don't do that to my body. I can't handle this right now, dude.
Next question.
Wait, did you just say it like Cell?
Negative.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard a little bit something. All right, this is by, I'm sorry if I butcher this, but Eeful4 Zagan 187. What are your stories for how you guys discovered Dragon Ball? How has it impacted your lives? Do you think that another anime will pass up Dragon Ball in the future? Ooh!
Let's answer the question. Good question.
Oh, that was a great question, sir, ma'am, whoever you are.
I'm going to start off. I discovered Dragon Ball Z on Toonami.
Hey, rap it.
I found out it existed. I did some research by asking all of my friends in school if they've ever seen it. Asked my parents to order the DVDs. They didn't do it, so I... I asked them to order the VHSs.
Yeah, hey man, we had no DVDs back in the day, man.
Went to Walmart.
They had Walmart back then?
Of course they had Walmart.
Maybe not by me, I don't know.
Went to Walmart with my parents, bought the Super Saiyan 3 orange brick.
Oh, okay.
It got stuck in the Japanese audio, so I watched it the first time around in Japanese. That's why I'm crazy about the Japanese version, but watched it in that way. Watched it that first. I'm like, oh, then this is in English too. So then I watched it in English. How has it impacted my life? Honestly, the only way it's impacted my life is because I deal with it every day. It's impacted my life in such a way where I can't escape from it. Granted, I love the series and I love everything about it, but it's just, I don't know. I love it so much I almost hate it, which is horrible to say.
Yeah, that's so
and
true.
do I think that another anime will pass up Dragon Ball in the future? I don't think that it will pass it up in terms of it's the stepping stone to anime. You're never gonna go get off a plane in Japan and see Ichigo in an airport. You see Goku coming off an airplane, on the wall of an airport. So in terms of that, I don't think so. I really don't think so. On the other hand, Rojas over here thinks Naruto is going to surpass it.
How you gonna just take out my answer like that, man?
Because we have 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
Dave, what about you? Real quick.
Okay, so 2009, I was late to the game. I didn't care about it on Toonami. I didn't care about the English dub. I didn't care about any of that. I was a Naruto fan.
Yes!
I watched that on Toonami. But anyway, cousin forced me to watch it. I was like, okay, fine. He showed me the English dub. I was like, all right, this is decent. So I went and bought the first season of Dragon Ball on DVD because I wanted to watch it in Japanese. So I did, and yeah, I'm not going to how much I hate the dub, but but yeah, that's how I got into it at first, and then I started buying the manga, and you know, the rest is history. But at this point, the same thing with Anthony here is that the impact is that it's inescapable now, thanks to Dragon Ball Insider. It's a part of my life now. I guess all the years I've researched and all the years I've actually done watched it. I've watched it in several different languages.
French dub.
And French dub is disgusting.
Oui, kamehameha.
But yeah, so it's impacted me the same way it has for Anthony, and I'm just glad to be here right now. But yeah, as for the anime, will anything pass it up? No, that's impossible. It's influenced so many things. I don't think anything can really. It's just one of the most influential anime in history. So
absolutely, absolutely.
I don't think it can be passed up in the sense that something is better when this is what sparked all what's going on right now. But as for terms of plot and whatnot, I have anime that I like more than Dragon Ball. But
I agree.
Me too.
But in terms of will another anime ever take the same path and will be as influential as Dragon Ball? I don't think so. That's not going to happen in a long time.
Rojas.
And finally you?
Yeah, let's move on to Rojas because we don't have much time. We're actually going to go on for a little bit longer.
Yes.
We might be able to, so we're going to try and work this out.
Now, I will say this as calmly as possible.
And as fast as possible because
Okay.
you're already talking slower than you did before.
All right. Wait.
Because I want to get to DBZ Snap's question. Yeah, go on.
Okay, yeah. So, what are stories? How I discovered it. My father, actually, Papa Uchi.
Your daddy.
Yes! He actually introduced the show to me at a young, I don't know, toddler. I was probably like 4 or 5 or something.
So you were
like
young.
that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was very young. I watched it because he watched it. He thought it was cool, so I naturally thought it was cool. But then, like, as soon as I saw the Kamehameha for the first time, I was like, "Oh my god, this this is awesome! Like, I love this show." And that was part of my like morning routine. I'd watch Dragon Ball Z followed by Pokemon, and then I would brush my teeth and go to school. Actually, no, I had waffles too. But anyways,
I'll make it waffles.
yeah, and then as I got older, it would be after school, Toonami, of course. How it impacted me along with the stories of how I discovered Dragon Ball Z. Obviously, it was like one of the first animes next to Pokemon that I adored, loved, followed. Anything I did was a reference to Pokemon and or Dragon Ball Z. And I'll never forget the one episode where they aired it on TV when Goku was finally going to defeat Kid Buu. And I was that kid with my 3 other friends who raised our hands up to the sky to help this man defeat Kid Buu. So you know what? I had a part in that. And so did my friends because we were there.
Will any anime surpass Dragon Ball?
Yes.
No.
Wait. And here's why. It's a technical question. I'm gonna answer it technically.
There's no technicalities
yes.
in this.
Okay, you can't. Okay, here. You cannot surpass it being the foreground stepping stone start influence to everything there is today.
Which is exactly why it can't be. Whatever. Keep going.
But as far as story, plot holes, the author forgetting stuff.
Yeah, but this is the beauty of it all. Anyway, continue.
Listen to that. It's the beauty of it, and yet we always talk bad about it. Like, oh my God, Akira just forgot this again. Oh, he's too old. He's not gonna.
What's gonna surpass it?
Okay.
If you say Naruto is gonna surpass it?
He already has.
Oh,
Attack on
please.
Titan is a very,
No.
very well produced show, and it has,
great.
the storyline is godlike. The characters great. I haven't discovered a single plot hole yet.
That's because there's only 2 volumes.
No, there's 25 episodes and there's like around 60 something chapters.
64.
There
and,
we go.
And it's going down right now, honestly. But
Opinion.
Next question.
Oh, here. Wait, hold on.
Is not better than Dragon Ball.
This is part of the next question. My friend just texted me asking.
Hold on, let me finish this question. DBZ Snaps. My question, is there anything Toriyama Sensei said about Super Saiyans and regarding their tail? Good question.
And you have to answer it like so.
Aside from the legends and rumors, a Super Saiyan was never achieved while the Saiyan still has a tail. Is this a rule? All right, so Toriyama stated in an interview regarding their tails that he simply forgot to add them. And that is 100% true. Same with Lunch, or as you guys call him, or her, because you're all, I'm assuming most of you are big fans of the English dub, Launch. He forgot she existed, which they addressed in, I think, Kai as well, but weird. But yeah, he simply forgot. That was his reasoning for them not having tails. And aside from legends and rumors, Super Saiyan, blah, blah, blah. I don't think there's a rule behind it. I really don't think so, unless you're counting GT, because he went Super Saiyan many times with a tail.
Yeah, I don't think there's a rule either. I don't think it's like if you have a tail you can't go Super Saiyan. Well, Goku went Super Saiyan without a tail only because his tail was permanently removed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter, I think.
And of course, Goten and Trunks, they just didn't have a tail, and they went Super Saiyan at a very young age. So
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can answer the first part, but not the second part. What's the next question, Uchi?
my friend texted me asking if Anthony could answer the next question in the voice of Cell.
No, you asked. No.
Yep, dude. He texted me. I'm looking right at it. He said Cell. He wants you to answer the next question in the Cell voice. And here is the next question. I was just scrolling down, so I'm sorry if I skipped any, but I haven't seen any from this next user. Megadeth Fanboy asks, if Vegeta goes Super Saiyan God, do you think Vegeta will finally avenge his race, or will Goku have to save the day?
Let me make myself clear.
Yes, continue, please.
First of all, I rely on Goku to give me a sensu bean, and I will eat it without hesitation. And that's all you're gonna get from me.
No.
Oh, that's so.
But nah, in all seriousness,
But I think it's pretty good.
Yes, in all seriousness, I think that Vegeta will actually. I hope for his sake, and his Saiyan pride, the Prince of all Saiyans. I think he should become the King of all Saiyans at this point. How old is this man? This man needs to step it up and defeat Frieza in this movie, and I
He's
want that to happen.
40-something years old.
He technically is the king, though.
Right? You know. He wants you to do Boo now.
Oh my god.
That's not happening. Next question.
Let's see. If there's another movie after Fukatsu no Efu, do you think Goku should find the original Super Saiyan God?
I don't think you can find him. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Pretty sure he's dead.
There you go. That was a pretty easy answer. Sorry about that.
DBZ snaps. You will be spared.
All right, let's see. Okay, in the new Fukatsu no F movie, why is Gohan a Super Saiyan? I thought he didn't need it anymore.
Because they've messed up just like they did in Battle of Gods' first trailer.
Yep.
But this time it's sticking for some reason.
Very true.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll happen in... Obviously not out yet. But the same thing happened with Battle of Gods in one of their trailers, and they addressed it since then. But I don't know if it's going to happen this time.
Yeah.
Will this be put on the DB podcast?
Yeah, this is going to be archived. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on iTunes. It's going to be on...
on all my pages,
Podbean.
too. I'm going to be sharing it. Let's see.
Dave, do you have any questions that you get asked a lot that you want to answer?
Let's see.
While you're thinking, Mega Death X Fanboy. His name is Ultimate Gohan. I just want to point that out there. It's not Mystic Gohan.
That was a term from the video games.
And not only that, it was a term from the video games. It was a term from one of the guidebooks that Funimation put out.
That's
in
embarrassing.
Japanese, they call him Saikyo no Gohan, which means ultimate Gohan.
Saikyo no Gohan? I like that.
But yeah, he didn't forget about him. Definitely not. He just got a haircut. Dave, so got that question?
No, I don't have anything unless other people have something, but I don't know. I think that's it.
Yeah,
Do you
gross.
think Torobul will be shown in the new movie? I don't think so.
Is he
No, I don't
considered
think so
canon?
either.
Is
I don't
yeah,
think he's
he
ever
is.
going to be shown again. They don't really care about him that much, I think.
He's only mentioned in Battle of Gods.
I also don't think he's useful either.
Yeah.
Unless he goes Super Saiyan or something like that.
Please tell me it's gonna be dubbed.
It will. It will.
Yeah, but we're not gonna
Eventually.
we're not gonna say any specifics because me and Dave know some stuff.
Why you gotta disclude me?
Exclude.
Well, yeah.
Don't worry. We do know specifics, but we're not going to go into it. But we do know it will be dubbed. Don't worry about
I
It
it.
will
do
be
too.
dubbed.
I do too. Just putting it out there.
Well, now everyone knows that it's gonna be dubbed, but you don't know when it's gonna be dubbed.
Exactly. So
We're gonna do some little teaser action. We know when. Me and Dave know when it's gonna be dubbed.
And Uchi,
Thank you, Funimation.
Super Saiyan God versus Superman. I saw it. I'm not gonna ignore it, and I'm just gonna say, just give up. Just give up on that fight, because I don't even want to talk about it.
No.
I just. And you know what? And go ahead, tell these fans how upset I was when we watched it together.
He cried.
I didn't cry. All right, that's false right there. All right.
You asked me to tell the fans. He cried watching
Oh my
Goku lose
Yeah.
to.
Okay,
to
there's-
Superman.
Just wait.
He might have.
Not only did he cry, he quit his job.
Okay, yeah, okay. This is when you know, definitely when you know, but no. This is probably how you took it
Lost his job.
when I was complaining about it so much. You probably were like, "Oh, why is he crying?" Like, no. Rapping about Dragon Ball Z, about to go in, about to
All
get
right,
the
no.
tree.
All right, guys. So we're gonna have to bring this to a close. We are a half an hour past time, but
And we did it for you.
we
so
did it
it's
for
okay.
you guys. Hopefully Uchi doesn't get in trouble because this is the radio station that he works for. So
Yeah.
hopefully he doesn't get in trouble. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was actually really fun. We recorded this whole thing, so we're gonna put it up on our feed as well as our YouTube channel and Facebook, Instagram, all of that. But thanks for listening and or watching. Rojas, thanks for getting us the gig here with the studio.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thanks again, guys. Rojas, Dave, you have anything to say?
Where can they follow us?
Yeah, Dave, where can they find us?
You can find us on the web on http www.dragonballinsider.com. You can also find us on Instagram. That is our most popular social network. You can find us on Reddit, Tumblr, Google Plus, and Facebook, and anywhere else social on the internet. I'm pretty sure we don't have a MySpace, but that's not a problem. That's all. Thanks for tuning in, everyone who was in the chat right now. Hopefully you can hear me because we've had problems with that. But anyway, that's all we have to discuss today, and we'll definitely do this some other time as well.
And this is going to be the close of 90.3 WESS, East Stroudsburg University, East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, where we love it when you turn us on. This has been the Uchi Experience with Dragon Ball Insider, signing out. And you know what, Ant? Go ahead, tell these fans how upset I was when we watched it together.
He cried.
I didn't cry, all right? That's false right there.